Namaskar, myself Parteek. In this session, we will discuss first normal form of normalization. Let us start this session. Let us first understand the definition of first normal form. A relation is said to be in first normal form if and only if every entry of the relation, here by entry we mean that intersection of row and a column, has at most a single value. So from this definition, it is clear that a relation is said to be in first normal form if and only if every entry of the relation has at most single value, or in simple words, for intersection of a row or a column, we should have at most single value. We can also define first normal form in another way. It also means that a relation is in first normal form if and only if all underlying domains contain atomic values or a single value. Here, domain refers to all the valid values which a data element or a column may contain. So when we say underlying domain contain atomic values, then we are actually referring to the values of the columns for a particular row. It means that the values of a column for a particular row should contain atomic values, or it can contain single value only. It actually indicates the same concept that for every row column combination or for every cell we should have at most single value. As we have discussed in our example of computer center dataset, here we have 7 columns, and you can see that for given value of course code, course name and teacher name, we are getting multiple values of roll number, name, system used, hourly rate and total hour. For this row column intersection, we are getting only one value of course code, one value of course name, one value of teacher name, but here we are getting multiple values of these columns. These multiple values are not allowed in relational model. So you can see that our structure is not actually a relational model. In relational model, for every row column combination you should have one value. So structure should be like this. For every cell you should have at most one value. Here in every cell I am having at most one value. But if in a cell you are getting multiple values like this, then the data is not considered as normalized according to first normal form. So we can conclude that, let's suppose if we have a relational table in this form by having some rows and columns, and these are the cells. So in each cell we should have maximum one value. This is the first requirement of relational model. In every cell you should have maximum one value. However, you can skip some cells and that cell may contain null value or empty. So here we have null in these values. So this is allowed in relational model. So RDBMS model or RDBMS table should be like this. But if we have a table like this, where in one cell you have one value, while in another cell you have multiple values, then this is not allowed in relational model. So here we have one value, but here we have group of values. So in this cell we are getting multiple values. So these multiple values are not allowed in RDBMS, or this is a unnormalized table. So you can see that in this, here we have one value, one value, one value, but here I am getting a multiple values. So if I make information on the basis of course code, so you can see that here I am having one values, but in this group I am getting multiple values. So these multiple values are actually not allowed in first normal form. And first normal form simply state that for every row column intersection you can have at most one value only. This is true for course code, course name and teacher name, while this is not true for roll number, name, system used, hourly rate and total hour. So that's why this table is considered as unnormalized table, and this table is not in first normal form. So we can conclude that according to first normal form, every intersection of row and column should have at most single value. In this case, we have multiple values for some of the cells, and this is not according to the first normal form. In order to convert this table into first normal form, there are two approaches. So it is now important to understand that in order to convert any unnormalized table to first normal form, there are two approaches. The first approach is called as flattening the table. So under first approach, we have to flat the table. Now let us understand that how we can flat the table. We have also understood that these columns can be divided into two groups. One is called as non-repeating group and another is repeating group. The columns course code, course name and teacher name is considered as non-repeating group, while the columns roll number, name, system used and total R is considered as repeating group because their values are repeating for a given value of course code, course name and teacher name. Now in order to normalize this table into first normal form, we have two approaches. The first approach is known as flattening the table. Now let us first understand the first approach, then we will move to the second approach. So it is important to note that the first approach to normalize a table in first normal form is known as flattening the table. And in this approach, we remove the repeating groups by filling the missing entries of each of the incomplete row of the table with copies of their corresponding non-repeating attributes. So this is important. Here it is talking about repeating groups and we are actually removing the repeating groups. So we are removing the repeating groups by filling the missing entries of each of the incomplete rows. So there are some rows which are considered as incomplete and we are completing those incomplete rows with the copies of their corresponding non-repeating attributes. So this definition involves the concept of repeating and non-repeating. Actually, we are removing the repeating groups by filling the missing entries of each incomplete row of the table with the copies of their corresponding non-repeating attribute. And we have just discussed that course code, course name and teacher name are considered as non-repeating attribute, while roll number, name, system used, hourly rate and total R is considered as repeating attribute. So this process is talking about removing the repeating group by filling the missing entries of each incomplete row. So what is the meaning of missing entry? It means here you can see that we have an entry corresponding to roll number 100. We have an entry for course code, course name and teacher name. But there is no entry for roll number 1 for course code, course name and teacher name. Similarly, there is no entry for 102. There is no entry for 103. There is no entry for 104, 5 and 101. So these rows of 104, 5 and 101, the rows of 101, 2 and 3 are called as incomplete rows. So this process say that we have to remove the missing entries of incomplete rows by creating the copies of their corresponding non-repeating attribute. It means that we have to complete the rows by having copies of their corresponding non-repeating attribute. So I have shown this in this figure. So you can see that I have completed the row of 101 by creating the copy of course code, course name and teacher name. You can see 101 row now has been completed by creating the copy of their corresponding value of course code, course name and teacher name. Similarly, we are completing the row of 101 by creating the copy of C1, Visual Basic and ABC in front of this. Here we are completing the row of 103 by copying their corresponding course code, course name and teacher name. In this 104, we have to complete this row by copy the value of C2, Oracle Developer and DEF. So you can see here for 104, we are creating copy of C2, Oracle Developer and DEF. And now you can clearly understand that for 107 we have to complete its row by copying the value of C3, C++ and KGP. So this way we have normalized the table and this process is called as flattening the table. And you can see that in flattened table for every row column combination now we have only one value. Now this has become a complete relational table where for every row column combination we are getting at most one value. Now there is no repeating group. So we can say that by using the approach called as flattening the table, actually we are able to normalize our table according to first normal form. So this table is unnormalized. Here we have normalized it by removing our repeating groups, by completing the missing entries of incomplete rows with their corresponding non-repeating attributes. So this is normalized table, and we achieved this normalized table by following first approach called as flattening the table. So this is the first approach to normalize a unnormalized table according to first normal form. As I have already told you that there are two approaches. So first approach is flattening the table, which we have already discussed. The second approach to normalize a table under first normal form is decomposition approach. We will discuss that approach in our next session. This is all about this session. I request all of you to please subscribe this YouTube channel to receive latest video tutorials on topics like data mining, machine learning, DBMS, big data, NoSQL and many more. You can join this online course on DBMS from Udemy platform to learn DBMS in a simplified way. Now the simplified approach to DBMS is available in Kindle format. You can download this book from Amazon. I have also created online courses on SQL, PLSQL and machine learning. All these courses are available at Udemy platform. I have also authored books on data mining and data warehousing, DBMS, NoSQL, beginning with SQL and PLSQL for beginners. All these books are available at Amazon platform. To read more about this, you can refer my website prateekbhatia.com. Thanks for watching this video.